96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Good morning this morning, and welcome back to Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, your station for fresh news, smart talk all day. It's Friday, the 22nd of December, 2023. And you're on the clock with Erin Greene on the Sports Friday with Eric Sawyer III. As we await Mr. Sawyer's arrival, we're going to do a little housekeeping. First of all, let's say happy birthday to an avid listener tuned into Guardian Radio all the time, Mr. Sean Smith. Happy birthday, sir. Again, the Sand Dollar on the Clock giveaway is back. We're giving away Sand Dollars again. Every week, 6 listeners can win 30 digital Bahamian dollars if they get the correct answer and then give the producer your name and cell number and wallet provider. Include wallet provider and custom name in texts. Download a digital wallet right now because every Tuesday and Thursday you can be a winner. Next week is a very short week. We only have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday on air with you. I think we're going to try and do the on-the-clock trivia on Thursday. The texter here wants to start off the show. Question, Jamaican fruitcake or Bahamian fruitcake? Which one is king? I tell you what, I had a fruitcake this season that was just awesome. They blended everything together, smooth, no big fruit, no big nuts in the fruitcake. That's my style. It was awesome. But I don't know, that's a hard one. Jamaican fruitcake or Bahamian fruitcake. I wouldn't want to put our countries at odds over fruitcake. Another quick notice, Sand Dollar Holiday Rebates is here. Sand Dollar Holiday Rebates return. Get up to $100 back this holiday season. When you spend Sand Dollars, the digital Bahamian dollar, at selected merchants. If you're in Nassau, you can present your Sand Dollar-enabled digital wallet and receipts to Team Sand Dollar at the Sand Dollar Rebate booth located inside Omni at the mall at Marathon. Each receipt must have a total of $50 or more. Additional rules and restrictions may apply. Visit sanddollar.bs/merchant list for a list of merchants. Dear texter. I don't know. I'm caught on this fruitcake conversation. He says the Jamaican fruitcake should be considered a pudding opposed to a cake because of the texture. Okay. Thank you, texter. Thank you. The sports talk going. I want to read through some local news stories, and then I want to throw a question out to you. Who is the 2023 Bahamian Athlete of the Year? Who do you think it should be? And then the 2023 Sports Story of the Year. What's your pick? What do you think was the top story of the year? Let's start with some local news. The IBAP collaborates with Electric City Bombers to host Christmas camp. With 2023 now winding down, IBAP, that's the Bahamas Athletic Pride, in collaboration with New York's Electric City Bombers, intends to host a pop-up Christmas camp this Saturday, that's tomorrow, at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex. The one-day event will be spearheaded by featured coach Brandon Barkham, who leads a top 10 United States Specialty Sports Association program. Athletes within the 8 to 16 age group will be afforded an opportunity to work with experienced softball coaches, work on agility, fielding, and hitting drills, have the chance to experience international play to recruiting resources. The I-Elite softball director and event organizer is expecting Barcom to impart useful knowledge into those that opt to partake in the pre-Christmas event. Registration can be completed online at bapsoftball.com. That's bapsoftball.com, or by contacting 1-242-445-4551. The cost of registration is $35. The event will run from 9:15 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. this Saturday. Tomorrow at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex. That's an awesome story. I could tell you why. On my list of top sports stories of the year is this item, sloop sailing named the new national sport. That's a very, very big deal. It's a very big deal. But I think what was missing from the conversation was us, the public. And I thought if we brought the public into the conversation, we would see that we have this awesome tension between basketball, baseball, and sloop sailing in terms of how throughout the country, the level of international engagement, local players also playing abroad individually, collectively as teams, national teams. And so I really want to talk about that today. And baseball, I mean, I know why we named sloop sailing the national sport. Baseball continues to show why it is perhaps the strongest contender in the race for national sport. Got a text here. SPF is a top story. Top athlete, hands down or up, is Shawnee Miller-Weibo. Okay. I got another text here that says top athlete of the year is Buddy Hield. I am putting Buddy Hield definitely on the list without a doubt. We're going to get to that in a second, but keep the text coming in. The numbers to call, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, 242-300-5720 for people in the Bahamas but not on New Providence. The text line is always powered by BTC, 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Please keep the suggestions coming in. Who would you nominate for the Top Bahamian Athlete 2023? Top Bahamian Athlete of 2023 and the top 2023 sports story of the year. Now, here's another story, Carifta Countdown. The countdown is now officially on for the 2024 Carifta Aquatics Championship, slated to be held right here on home soil at the Betty Kelly Kenning Aquatic Center, April 7th. With plans now in motion for next year's swimming showdown, the local organizing committee, along with the Bahamas Aquatics Federation, are making an appeal to corporate Bahamas and citizens to aid them in raising $1 million as they look to win their 6th consecutive title on home turf. Algernon Cargill, president of the Bahamas Aquatics Federation, spoke on the continued success of Team Bahamas on their journey to potentially winning another championship. Quote, "It is no secret that we are the only federation in the Bahamas to win 5 consecutive Carifta titles, and winning any of these titles was not easy. We have convincingly won 7 of the last 8 Carifta Aquatics championships. We are the only country that can boast of this outstanding Carifta swimming record, and Team Bahamas will continue its legacy in 2024. Marvin Johnson, who racked up 9 medals in Curacao, will be competing in his final year at the Carifta Swimming Championships and wants Bahamians to come out and support. Individuals interested in making the road to a 6-peat at home more seamless. Munnings, Chief Executive Officer of the local organizing committee, or Lynn Frano, head of marketing and public relations, at 803-5762, or email marketing@bahamasaquatics.com. I like that story because on my list for top story of the year is Bahamas wins 5th straight Carifta swim championships. It wasn't until I read this article that I knew that we won 7 of the last 8 Carifta Aquatics championships. Also from this article, I've decided that we got to put Marvin Johnson, Athlete of the Year. He took home 9 medals. 9 at the last Carifta swim championships. Congratulations, Marvin, to the Aquatic Federation. Congratulations to the team. And we look forward to cheering you on in 2024. Definitely a top story of the year. Producer, let's go to that call. Good morning, caller.
A pleasant good morning on the sports day, Miss Greene.
Good morning, Sparky. How you doing?
Now, let me tell you something. All these different competition you always be running, and you always be running around here.
Mm-hmm.
I got a suggestion for another competition.
Mm-hmm.
Sports is a competition where the object is to win, right?
Yeah.
That's sport.
Yeah.
So Jonkanu could be classed as a sport because the object is to win.
Yep. Without a doubt.
Okay. Now we got talk show.
Uh-huh.
I put that down as a sport too on Friday.
Okay.
Listen, Miss Greene.
Yes, sir.
The object is, for all the talk shows around the Bahamas, ZNS, Jones, 100 Jams, all the different talk shows, and Guardian, I call Guardian number 1, Guardian Station number 1.
Yeah.
Now, the best competition we could get is the best talk show host of the year.
That's up me. The press club not doing it? I don't know what happened, Sparky.
No, listen, we can start it here on Guardian. You need a brain like Sparky. You want to do things, you know.
Yes, sir. You're right.
And then we could also have the best call-in, aggravating, chronic caller of the year.
You're right. Thank you, Sparky. Look at how we got next week's shows lined up.
And I know Sparky will win that from every place I go. Soon as I walk in, they go, oh, Jesus, Sparky Rich.
Yeah, buddy. Man, Sparky, that's a great idea. I love it.
I said, I know what I could win.
you will win something.
I could win best chronic caller of the year.
Okay.
And I know I could win the best talk show host of the year.
It could be C.A. Ewing or Dwight Strong.
No. C.A. he can't even have a talk show by himself. He always needs somebody to help him like you.
No, man. C.A. is one of the best.
He cannot put on a talk show by himself. The doctor, Mr. Lang, could talk for 2 hours without nobody calling.
That's a politician, eh?
Nobody say.
He prepared.
Mr. Lang say he's not a political show.
That's not the point. That's what makes it even better.
No, he say it's not a political show, but all he do is talk politics.
That's something, but that's what makes it better, right? It's not a political show, but he highlights how everything is political.
Now, the thing is, Howard Grant, I would put him down as the best talk show host because he don't cut nobody.
Well, I mean, I could understand that as a criteria.
Now, you is the smartest talk show host because you know everything about everything.
Yeah, but my trigger finger, it itchy.
Oh?
My trigger finger on that button, it itchy.
No, it ain't, because I ain't say nothing much because I know you're ready to cut me now.
No, sir.
Your other favorite people, you can let them talk all day.
Man, Sparky,
you only get 30 seconds.
But Sparky,
have a good day.
Thank you. That's a great idea. I have to try rework my end of the year shows to put that in and see how we could do it in a fun way, because we're not doing it to denigrate people. You know, we're not going to do it that way, but that's a great idea. I got a text came in say, boy, Sparky, you get plenty competition. Anton may win that one. Another text says their pick for top athlete of the year is Jazz Chisholm, as his return after injury was tremendous. We're all glad to see him get back on the field and deliver at the same level. Producer, let's go to this next call. Good. Coming right now. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Plenty.
Good day. How are you?
Fairly well, thank you.
Good,
I
good.
just want to commend you for your mature program, meaning not mature in terms of triple X content.
Yes.
I'm talking the way you conduct your analysis and the way you show your tolerance for humankind.
Thank you.
I wanted to underscore the situation. I was looking between the difference between talk shows and journalists,
Yes.
and I'm looking at there's a war going on in Gaza where about 100 journalists have been killed, but I'm not getting the outrage on or the sympathy or the support of our local journalists speaking out on those international matters.
Yes.
And also maybe the humanitarian situation, et cetera, et cetera. And I did a little survey on the, well, I did a search in Google as to the composition of different religions. And I think Christianity is about 30-something percent, and Muslim maybe 25%, and so on, and Jews 2%, and the rest of it. So I just want to once again thank you for listening to Sparky, and I appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, sir. A lot of people, journalists, talk show hosts, are concerned about the politics surrounding talking about Israel and the current conflict going on between Israel and Hamas. And I'm sure that people are concerned greatly, not just because colleagues, international and global colleagues, have become victims within this conflict. Even beyond that, the loss of life, so many children, so many minors and children have been killed. So many sick and vulnerable people have been caught, their collateral damage. And you're absolutely right. We have to find a way to address it. We got to be brave. You have to be very brave and very measured, right, in how we approach the conversation. But it's troubling for everybody. Everybody is concerned. Let's go to the next caller. I'm sorry, caller. Let's go to the next caller. Good morning, caller.
Morning.
Morning, sir. Top athlete of the year.
Boy, that's gonna be tough. Let's get athlete of the year.
Yeah.
Before I get it, I want to say Merry Christmas to
Yes,
you.
sir. Mm-hmm.
And Merry Christmas to your family and everybody on the Guardian Radio.
Thank you.
And Merry Christmas to Sparky, too.
Yes, absolutely.
He tickled me this morning.
Yeah, man, that's a great idea.
Sparky won a competition among the talk show callers.
Yes.
Yeah, but, boy, I might got to pick that next week because, yes, I have Adrian.
Adrian? DeAndre.
DeAndre, sorry about that. I got the Adrian. DeAndre. And I have, what you didn't mention, Clay Thompson.
True.
Oh, you don't consider Clay Thompson Bahamian?
No, man, we could consider him Bahamian. He wanted to play, but the rules prevented him from playing.
Right.
Right.
Right, he's my constitutionally. You know the Constitution.
Yeah.
Father's son. Right. And so, there's a lot of pickers there. Shawnee.
Yeah.
You Stephen Gardner.
Yeah. Simone Pratt. So Simone Pratt just won the national.
Come back though.
Yeah, that's right. She came back after 11 years? Almost 12 years. She came back from a junior to a senior and won the ladies' title at the Giorgio Baldacci Open National Tennis Championships yesterday.
Right.
Yeah. She defeated
because the coach of the women's basketball, collegiate basketball, and
Coach Yo. Yeah, Coach Yo's got to be on the list.
Yeah, she got to be on the list. So it's going to be a tough list.
It is. And I'm wondering what the sports reporters, the local press is going to pick for top senior male and female athlete of the year and top junior male and female athlete of the year.
How would you like to be? what category would you like to put into pick there?
Well, I'm putting Buddy Hield on the top of the list for male athlete of the year.
I mean, based on what? Based on
Okay, so I can tell you now. I think it's based on his performance on the court and off the court. His key stats for 2023: played in 80 of 82 games, averaging 16.8 points, 5 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 1.2 steals, made a franchise record 288 three-pointers, and shot 42.5% from three-point range. He was ranked.
Make him sound so good. That's right.
He was ranked second in the NBA in three-pointers made and ninth in three-point percentage. And I think only Halliburton beat him recently, like in the last few days. Halliburton may have beat his three-point record for the Pacers.
Okay, to the female. How would you put Lynette on the list?
Lynette?
Yeah, the coach.
Oh, Yolette, yes. I think she's definitely on the list. She's definitely on the list.
Based on what?
Based on her performance as a coach, in and of itself, leading the team as far as she did last year, then also sort of still on the court, maintaining channels for young Bahamian athletes to make their way from the Bahamas into the NCAA.
Win the champion.
Yeah,
last year.
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Without a doubt.
So we got another list. I guess you have to work them out next week.
Yeah. Hopefully Friday, everything goes well.
Yeah.
We'll finalize it, and we'll reconcile our pick with the media's pick. Without a doubt.
So you're gonna let them what's up at their pick it?
Well, no, they do it in the paper. They put it in the paper.
Oh.
Yeah, when the media does it, we're gonna.
Oh, you know the media?
Yeah.
I thought this was your personal doing.
No, So Friday, we're gonna juxtapose my personal pick with what the media says.
Right.
With the media's pick.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what we're gonna
Sorry,
do.
boy, ain't coming yet.
Not yet. We can talk football in a minute, though.
Yeah. All right, then we'll talk in a minute for that.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right. So on the list, we've got Coach Yo, we've got DeAndre Ayton, Klay Thompson. I put Buddy Hield on the list, as well as Marvin Johnson. I got another story, somebody who we may consider putting on the list. Donnie gets Lifetime Achievement Award. Donald Donnie Martinborough, who serves as the Chief Executive Officer of Bahamas Realty, became the first Bahamian to be presented the Lifetime Achievement Award at the 52nd International Sunfish Class Association. That's ISCA World Championship in Miami, Florida. Martinborough has not only in his professional endeavors, but also in the national sport, winning 3 world championships in the sunfish class over the years. Although he was not as successful at last weekend's World Championships, the avid sailor has gained full membership privileges due to his noteworthy contributions as recognized by the Sunfish World Council. The 12-time national champion earned the first of his trio of titles at the 14th Sunfish Worlds in San Andres, Colombia in 1983. The feat accomplished 4 decades ago made him just the second Bahamian since Pierre Siegenthaler at the time to attain this achievement at the sailing event. 2 years later, at the 16th Sunfish Worlds hosted in Italy, Martinborough earned his second title. The final title was in 1988. I say Donnie Martinborough could definitely be on the list. 2023 Athlete of the Year. And then we want to send a special shout out to Lori Lowe, who became the first Bahamian woman to collect the Bahamas Sunfish Open National Champion, turned in the best performance for the Bahamas in the ladies category. She finished ranked 72nd overall at last weekend's Sunfish Worlds. So we're definitely putting him on the list. Joining me in studio right now is Mr. Simba French. He's to join me to talk about a special story. BLTA Awards, top players soak up spotlight. Athletes receive top honors at the inaugural Bahamas Lawn Tennis Association Recognition Awards ceremony on Saturday evening at the National Tennis Center. Among the awards presented at the ceremony were the Senior Male and Female Athlete of the Year, Junior Achiever Award of Excellence, Association Awards, Sponsorships, Media Awards, NTC Director of Service, Excellence in Service, along with other awards for the BLTA executive team members. Denali Nottage, who won the 2022 Giorgio Bahamas at his first Davis Cup in Paraguay earlier this year, took home the Senior Male Athlete of the Year award. Taking home the Senior Female Athlete of the Year was none other than Sydney Clark, who's currently ranked number 1 at the 2023 Giorgio Baldici Tennis Nationals. In the junior category, Tatiana Madu, who finished as a double crown winner at the Under-14 Kotek Junkanoo Bowl, received the Junior Achiever Award of Excellence. Patrick McTarget is a recipient of the boys singles title at the Under-14 Junkanoo Bowl, was also selected along with Gerald Carroll and Jaleesa Clark. Now, for the Media Awards, for a stellar job in reporting and bringing awareness to the BLTA's players and programs, were presented to Tinaj Sweeting and Brent Stubbs, the Tribune Sports Section, and Mr. Simba French, Nassau Guardian Sports Section. Good morning, Mr. French, and congratulations.
Morning, thanks.
Yeah, man. So, I asked you to come in so I could say congratulations on air.
Thanks for the congratulations, and thanks for the thanks to the BLTA for the award. You know, it's been a long year.
Yeah, and you've definitely been covering it. Because of your coverage, I'm able to bring that news to the radio as well. I have a question for you. Sydney Clark and Miss Pratt, Simone Pratt.
Yeah.
Sydney Clark was ranked first.
Yeah, she was first rank, and Simone was the third rank.
But now that Simone beat Sydney in the finals for the national title, how does that affect Sydney's rank?
It should affect it a little bit. I don't know how much it will be affected.
Yeah.
But,
just a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a tough match. The match went to 3 sets. Yeah.
All right. So can I put both of them on the list for Female Athlete of the Year?
You can.
I put in both of them on the list for Female Athlete.
Yeah, they both played at the Billie Jean King Cup.
Yeah.
This year for the Bahamas. So you can put them on the list.
I love it. Okay, Mr. French, now that I have you in studio, can I get a sneak peek at some of the nominees on your list for Athlete of the Year?
You're trying to get me in trouble.
Okay, don't worry. Let's go to globally, the World Athlete of the Year. Shohei Ohtani is the AP Male Athlete of the Year for the second time in 3 years. A baseball player.
Yeah, he is phenomenal. He could bat and he could pitch. So
He could bat, yeah, because
pitch.
What I know about baseball is what I thought was the most ridiculous rule ever, which is the designated hitter. That you could put somebody in your place to hit the ball for you.
Yeah, that's I've always found that weird.
Yeah.
You know, especially for me, coming from the Caribbean. You know, I used to not knowing about baseball.
Yeah.
And then when I found out more about it, it's like that's an hitter. In cricket, we don't have that.
No. In fact, when I was in school, in high school, we had a Bayesian PE teacher come in for the last couple of years, Mr. Greene. Mr. Greene would have never entertained that. But designate. What you mean you could play, but you can't hit the ball? Exactly. Anyway, baseball is still extremely exciting, and Mr. Ohtani has what is marked as the most lucrative contract in professional sports history, and they are paying him $700.
Those guys in soccer is no joke.
But this is what I was about to say. What
should I say? Football.
The Middle East has organized its own golf league.
Yeah.
And they organize, well, I would say they organize their own soccer league, but their hands are in soccer teams all across Europe. And what they're paying these players is tremendous.
Yes.
But 700 million over 10 years.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
They say he edged out Inter Miami superstar Lionel Messi and tennis great Novak Djokovic for the AP honor in voting by a panel of sports media professionals. Otani received 20 of 87 votes, while Messi and Djokovic got 16 apiece. Nikola Jokic, the Denver Nuggets NBA Finals MVP, got 12 votes. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Now, on my list for top athlete of the year is Buddy Hield. Not just for what he's done on the court this year, led the men's national team as far as we've ever advanced in our track to Olympics.
It's a kind of a toss up between him and Aiden, and then there's Eric Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really team effort from especially from those three.
Yeah.
You know. But that's a tough one for athlete of the year. We're doing ours next week.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Pumpkin Eater. I juxtapose my choice with the professionals' choice. For me, though, it's also Buddy's performance off the court.
Yeah.
Right? There's Buddy. Did you know Buddy has a training camp in Oklahoma, foundation in Florida?
Yeah, he does. You do have a youth team.
Yeah.
He takes Bahamians to play in the U.S. In this summer break.
Yeah.
So that's a youth thing that he does.
Yeah. And the stats I read were from his team, from the NBA and his team. And one of the things they said was that it's Buddy's energy on and off the court, particularly in the locker room, that has helped the Indiana Pacers bring their team back together. And this combination of Buddy and Halliburton, that they go in places.
Yeah, they were. I watched a few of the Kings game.
Yeah,
and I saw it. You know, I was like, if they ever trade Buddy, I hope they trade
Halliburton to the same
as well.
to the same place.
And that happened, and it really helped him a whole lot.
And I think Buddy displayed in the national team's performance a degree of leadership.
Yeah.
But the type of leadership where he knows when to step back. Like he knew when to step back and let Gordon take over. You know, and I think Halliburton will have a confidence with him that Buddy isn't trying to outplay him, but only trying to support him.
Yeah. You could tell from the three of them, you know, like, hey, now is your time. You know, let me sit back and just look at you do your thing.
All right. I think that was Mr. Sawyer on the line. Mr. Sawyer, call back, please. Call back. There we go. Let's go. Good morning, caller.
What you saying?
Good morning. Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Listen.
I ain't ashamed to say it, you know.
Me well.
Hey, you see Eric?
What you saying, man?
Hey, good, man.
I ain't ashamed to say
Listen
it.
to me. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Did you see how well we played on Sunday?
Bits of it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
man.
realize we have the Ravens on Monday?
In the season, I am not doubting the prowess of the 49ers.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
I just hoping that we, the Dolphins, don't see the 49ers until we hit the Super Bowl.
Well, see, we get in the Super Bowl.
Don't mind that. We can get there. Y'all get there.
Still goes through Kansas City, and now all of a sudden, Baltimore. Baltimore could lose on Monday and still end up with the number one seed, you know.
Yeah. I found this article.
Because they got to beat the Saudis. They figure because y'all still got to play them.
Listen, I found this great article. Underdog Ravens feel disrespected ahead of 49ers showdown. This is from ESPN. In Baltimore's much anticipated Monday night showdown, the Ravens will be underdogs for
5.5 points.
Yeah.
Well, 3 points are given just because we're the home team, right? So it's really a 2.5 point spread, right?
Okay.
Really well and truly.
It's rightfully so, though.
But,
the underdogs.
Huh?
No, it's. I don't see nothing wrong with that being underdogs. You know, it's expected. For me, it's expected.
Yeah, man. And my coworker, who is a secret Niner hater, he conveniently told me, well, you know, the last 7 times the Monday night team has been the underdog. They've won the Monday night game. He's a Bears fan, you see, so you know he's salty.
I'm glad you said that. I was just about to tell you. I read that too.
Yeah, man. He brought it up to me on Monday. Well, you know, so Sawyer, you know, got to be prepared for a loss. Why? We were supposed to lose to the Eagles. Didn't. We were supposed to lose 4 straight to the Jaguars. Didn't. In fact, since the Jaguars game, we won 6 straight. Well, I don't understand.
But listen, I am shocked at the Eagles' performance in this latter half of the season. Thank you, Mr. French, for joining me this morning. And once again, congratulations on your award. And thank you for the coverage that makes it easier for me. Absolutely. Have a great day.
Eric, later.
Mr. Sawyer?
Yeah, man.
All right. Seahawks beat the Eagles 2017. Is that a fluke? Can the Eagles...
That is not a fluke. That is not a fluke. With the Eagles, it's been said before, and I'm going to say it finally. Bradbury is not as good as he makes himself out to be.
All right.
Deebo Samuel said it before the Super Bowl, and we're seeing it now play out in the season now that the Eagles' secondary is being exposed because they're not getting the pass rush that they used to. They're not sacking the quarterback that they used to last year. So now their secondary is being exposed on the back end. If you could hold down that pass rush for the Eagles, at least 3.5, maybe 4 seconds, by the 5th or 6th second, you have a big play down the field. And Bradbury was burned continuously all game by, of all the quarterbacks, Drew Lock. Drew Lock, he was training for Russell Wilson. Nobody really cares. He was just thrown in the mix. And, he has, 3, 4, maybe, game-winning drives, and now he has one against the Eagles. And he just, was supposed to handily defeat the Seahawks, and didn't.
Yeah, things are looking devastating for the Eagles. I didn't think that at this point the Dolphins would have caught up with their record. Now, Dolphins are playing the Cowboys this weekend.
Oh, boy, that's the Bahamian Bowl.
Yeah, that's it right there. That can be the game.
But trust me, so much fans can be completely disappointed in terms of trying to get back home after that game. Plenty fathers, plenty husbands are going to celebrate Christmas in the United States and come back on the 12 o'clock flight.
Oh,
they go 9 a.m. and the 12 o'clock flight.
They're going to Miami.
They're going to miss their flight.
Yeah.
Celebrating the win or loss, they're going to celebrate.
I got you.
Here in the United States. And, and you got to miss your flight. Flight's going to be delayed. Flights may even be canceled.
Tickets to Miami this weekend is the top Christmas gift for the year.
But if you could give a cowgirl or Saudi and find a ticket, just the plane ticket,
They'll make their way there. They'll figure out the rest.
They'll figure out the rest. Even if they just stand outside the stadium.
All right. So is that
hey, I was there.
Is that your pick for best game of the weekend? Or you look at 49ers Ravens on Monday?
Christmas night, man. Other than the Saxons winning Junkanoo, I'm looking forward to my Niners beating the Ravens.
I got you. Well, look here. This gentleman from the AP says the Jets' NFL worst offense will face Commanders' league worst defense in possible Christmas Eve snoozer. Is this going to be a high-scoring game?
It's not going to be a high-scoring game, no matter who they put at quarterback. Because, Aaron Rodgers is, of course, almost cleared to play, but the Jets have been eliminated from playoff contention, so he won't be back from that ACL injury.
Right.
So, yeah, he won't be back. It don't make no sense. No, it's not going to be high scoring. I feel the score's going to be 9-3, maybe. Just a game of field goals, 9-6.
I got you. Just a game of field goals. How the Dolphins beat the Jets 30-0? I mean, I'm a Dolphins.
Jets don't have Aaron Rodgers.
But I mean, that's just one man.
One man makes a hell of a difference. All right, watch this. With my Niners,
yeah.
If CMC goes down, we can still win. If Deebo goes down, we can still win. One of them, not two, one. Because we already saw evidence that if Trent Williams and Deebo goes down, we lose him.
I got you.
If Purdy goes down, he's the quarterback for us. If Brock Purdy goes down, we finish. We have Sam Darnold the quarterback. I never really supported the decision to get rid of Trey Lance so soon, but I'm not the coach of the 49ers. I'm
all right.
A very loyal and avid fan, but just a fan nonetheless. So he saw something in Sam Darnold that I didn't, and he's decided to go down the route of saying he's going to put all his trust in if he needs a backup into a guy that wasn't a good starter when he was when he started for the Jets and started for the Panthers. So I don't know. If Brock Purdy goes down, our team is finished. Like I have guarded optimism for my team in terms of we play very hard, we play very physical, we play very tough football, every play feels like we tackling you and we on offense. So my thing is and will always be health. Just try our best to remain as healthy as possible going into the playoffs, because as much as they doubted it, and I've now seen the will of so many other fans of other teams be bent by the fact that, hey, but you saw my Niners play.
Mm-hmm.
You saw us get off to a slow start. You saw us get a sluggish start this game, that game, the next game, and yet still we rise. They're now finally coming to grips with the fact that, hey, once y'all remain healthy, bro, but it's y'all Super Bowl for true. Like, I can't even deny it.
It's looking...
About the AFC be blowing them out in the Super Bowl. Anybody. Miami, Kansas City, Baltimore. Once we get there, you finish.
Boy. I mean, see, when you say Miami, I'm a Dolphins fan. I cringe. I won't cuss you a little bit. But when you say Ravens, I say, man, you can't even be that bold. We gotta wait. We gotta wait till this game.
They have the number one defense. Yes, they do have the number one defense, but their offense is not as good as ours. They have Lamar Jackson. That's it. If we can contain him the way we did Jalen Hurts, which is going to be a tougher task in and of itself, but if we can contain him, we're not going to stop Lamar Jackson. There's no stopping him. You can contain him. If we can contain his rushes, if we can get him to get rid of that football in a more timely manner, because last week he had 8 seconds in the back there in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Dancing in 8 seconds on a defense, you might as well say 8 minutes. That's torture. Running behind receivers, you might hold, you might do a pass interference and these things. So now you play into the detriment of your team.
Yeah.
So for that to for us to win, we have to contain Lamar Jackson and get that ball out of his hands in a timely manner.
I got you. Well, listen, let's go back a couple of weeks. I found this story. NFL bans Eagles security chief Dom DeSandro from sideline for rest of regular season.
That's true.
What happened?
That was the game where him and Greene got into it.
Yeah.
And that was the Eagles game. And the Eagles are going to the playoffs, and by virtue of us winning last week, the Eagles clinched the playoff spot.
Okay.
So all Eagles fans out there, tell me thank you.
But what about... Okay, let's go to a call and then we can get back to that story.
Okay.
Producer, let's take that call. Thank you. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning, Erin.
Morning.
I will say good compliments of the season because Christmas is here.
Yes, sir.
And in reference to Sparky, congratulations on your conversation with him and how you dealt with him today.
Thank you.
I wanted to chime in on the John Canoe.
Mm-hmm.
With John Canoe is a night sport, right?
Yeah.
And Shirley Street performance and Bay Street performance is equally as important.
Yes, I think
when
so.
It comes to, because you like to look out for the public involvement, and Shirley Street sort of dominates that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I came up with a suggestion yesterday for Dion Miller, JCNP, and the other management team later in the day on the show. I was suggesting that because of the cluster and the lane of John Canoe,
Mm-hmm.
how many A groups and B groups, that we're going to have to come to a John Canoe being stretched over the beginning of Boxing Day and the end of Boxing Day and the beginning of New Year's and the end of New Year's Day.
Okay.
In other words, to split it, right?
Yeah.
And I would like opinion on that because they saying that routes coming out at 7 o'clock in the morning.
For the first time.
Yeah. You see?
Yeah.
And we all know that John Canoe, they don't even have John Canoe practice in the day.
Right. John Canoe is a night event.
And what I had suggested that the way they have it, the mix of the B group, A group, B group, A group, the thought overnight was that if they were to consider, this is food for thought, and they have to look into it because everybody benefits. The tourists will benefit, the cruise ship, the patrons, the we as people, the John Canoe Committee, would have 2 nights of making money with those seats, and the hotels and the restaurants and the clubs and everything. You see, Purdy said that you can't have some of the Eagles going one night and then the rest of them going the next night because it's a disadvantage. But my thought overnight was that, okay, let's just start Christmas night with the Eagles, hold the scores, and then the following night, because Boxing Day is a holiday.
Yeah.
You know, they open up the couple of roads for tourists that day, but then we don't go downtown doing nothing on Boxing Day and New Year's Day.
No, not really.
The public.
Yeah.
The holidays. And then the following night, the B groups come out with individual costumes both nights.
Okay.
And then in the new year, then because everybody, they give it time, so they want to start Jonkono at 2 a.m. on New Year's, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Jonkono being, we know, to be a night festival, that on New Year's night, because the B groups are much less and they have to move faster, then New Year's night, then you come out with the B groups. And then the following night, on the night of January 1st, then the A groups finish it off.
I get you, yeah.
So I like to know your opinion. I mean, I like for your,
I tell you.
into that, seeing with your brain.
Okay, so I like the idea of preserving the night parade. Junkanoo is telling me actively, they following you, that financially it becomes too extraneous, it becomes too complex and difficult financially to stretch it over those days. But I like the idea, and I say we keep working on it to figure out how to make it work.
Okay, Erin.
Yeah.
All the bleachers are already in place. They don't have to move.
That's what I know.
They set up there from before Christmas until, basically set up until after the New Year.
Yeah.
The only thing they have to open is the roads for East Street, maybe Charlotte Street. Federal Street is basically open. And for, those 2 days, it doesn't really impact so much, because when you take the bleachers on the north and south side of, Federal Street is already open.
Yeah.
And then East Street, so they can get to the cruise, to the wharf. And Scotia Bank, you leave that alone.
I got
then
you.
You go and you open up, Charlotte Street?
Yeah.
You see, on the north shore of Charlotte Street, because ain't nobody just go.
Sir, I gotta go. You hear the music? I gotta go. I want to thank you. I can bring this back up next week before we end the year. Let me go over to Mr. Sawyer. Thank you for your patience.
Hey,
listen, just as we go, I had a text who said, ask Mr. Sawyer for some picks for NBA over the Christmas games.
Oh, the Christmas games?
Yeah.
Boy, but the Sixers looking good. The Celtics looking good. I'm not sure what the Bucks are doing. I mean, the Celtics got beat the other night. Like, the Warriors came back from 17, but they still have a pretty solid team this year. I never going against Braun on Christmas Day, ever.
Yeah.
And depending on the health of the Suns, if the Suns are healthy for the night game, I might go with the Suns.
Okay.
Because Luka and Kyrie can beat Beal, Katie, and Booker.
Okay. I got you. Mr. Sawyer, we are all out of time. I hope you join us next week. We do our Sports Athlete of the Year and Story of the Year. Again.
Yeah, man, I heard you talking about it on the radio a bit earlier. Buddy has done a great deal this year for himself, his team, his country.
Mm-hmm.
And giving back to the community here and abroad.
Absolutely.
Here, Florida, Oklahoma, a lot of love.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sawyer. So far, top stories of the year. Men's national basketball team advanced toward Paris Olympics 2024. Bombers wins fifth straight career to swim championships. Kai Jones waived by the Hornets, leaves the NBA. Sloop sailing, the new national sport. And the New Providence Games. The New Providence
National
Games.
sport should be rowing,
Running on, at least. Sparky put in a blow for running on as the new national sport. You guys,
good at that.
Thank you so much. So you make it so easy for me to run on with your constant. You always have the stats, no matter what question I ask. You always have the stats, sir. And for that, I say thank you.
Best.
Thank you so much.
Very much. Thank you very much. You make it easy to bounce it off of you, man.
Thank you so much. You guys, Stay tuned. Guardian Radio AM with C.A. Nuri is up next. You have a wonderful, happy holidays. Guardian Radio.
You too.
Yes, sir.
And a safe one.
Oh, yes.
Please, Bahamas, if you're out there, if you're hearing me, ladies, if you're getting in your car, start your car, and push out.
Yeah.
Don't do the phone thing and the radio thing and the seatbelt thing. Just jump in your car.
Lock the door.
Leave. Lock the door and leave.
There you go.
Push your bags in the car. All of this, putting bag in back trunk and
No.
get the key out from you in the store, going to your car.
Start practicing that.
Same way, because you could get robbed too.
Absolutely. And just as we go, somebody say, don't be putting no Junkanoo at 10 p.m. But listen, Junkanoo have to be a nighttime experience. Now, my niece says Junkanoo in the daytime. But me and her go around in private.
A little bit too big nowadays to start Junkanoo the regular 2 a.m. time. But
yeah. Anyway.
They're just getting too big.
Next week, sir, have a great day.
Week. You too.
And to the audience, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your family. Love one another.
Likewise.
Blessings.
Scotiabank brings you closer to the heart-pounding excitement of Junkanoo. Imagine yourself amidst the vibrant colors, lively music, energy of the Bahamas' most spectacular parade. With your Scotia Card MasterCard debit, every purchase is a ticket to a VIP adventure. Spend $500 or more and get a chance to win a VIP ticket to experience New Year's and Boxing Day Junkanoo. Promotion runs December 1st through 22nd. Visit bs.scotiabank.com for more details. Conditions apply.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Feel the rhythm of the Bahamas this holiday season with Scotiabank. Get ready to dance to the Junkanoo. Spend $20 or more with your Scotia Card MasterCard debit and you could win a ticket to the vibrant New Year's and Boxing Day Junkanoo parades. Don't miss the chance to experience a true Bahamian treasure. Promotion runs December 1st through 22nd. Where will your Scotia Card take you this holiday season? Terms and conditions apply. For more details, visit bs.scotiabank.com.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.